Thank you. Hispanic Heritage Month is now underway, with yesterday being the official start. And over the next 4 weeks here, we're going to be highlighting outstanding voices of our community right here in the Tampa Bay area. Tonight, in-depth reporter Anthony Hill sat down with a man who was a political prisoner for nearly 2 decades in Cuba under Fidel Castro.
This is a story about a political prisoner.
I was born in 1938, the central region of Cuba, La Villas province.
A Cuban political prisoner, now an American free man living in Tampa.
My family consists of my father, my mother, and 8 siblings. The situation in Cuba at that time wasn't easy. 8 kids and only 1 man working?
Y en esta foto usted fue un niño.
Roberto Pizano showed me a picture of himself as a 12-year-old boy in 1950. He had moved with his family to the capital city of Havana from the countryside for better opportunities. Now, at 86 years old, he can still recall how he spent 18 years as a political prisoner after being caught by Fidel Castro's army. We talked only after he prepared Cuban coffee, known for its strong but sweet flavor and thick consistency.
Coffee is a symbol for Cubans. There's no household that won't offer you coffee.
Y cuéntame sobre el efecto psicológico.
Because our interview is in Spanish, his son, Roberto Pizano, is translating his father's story.
This is the official document that they gave him upon his release from the political prison camp.
The year was 1953.
It began the first week of the year when Castro's revolution overthrew the Batista regime.
And the Cuban Revolution was underway.
I joined the Cuban army, and 2 of my brothers did as well.
Roberto says his unit was ambushed and caught on the mountainside by Castro's forces.
They took a group of us and shot me. A shot here. Look, they shot me in the head.
He says they were taken to a tuberculosis hospital where they were tortured and housed in the basement with more than 400 other insurgents for 3 months. Sentenced to death, which was later commuted to 30 years, he spent his time in several prisons on an island called Isla de Pinos. He was even used as forced labor on sugar plantations. He shows me a scar he got from being cut with a bayonet by a guard while working. But he had family in the United States and was released to Florida to be reunited with them in Tampa.
They brought me to a Winn-Dixie and I was dizzy. I was in a small space for 18 years. And so to find yourself in a store that big with everything was incredible.
Roberto has turned his emotional and physical pain into education. He wrote a book called Cicatrices en la Historia, translated as Scars in History, where he details his experience as a political prisoner. My last question to him was, what did he want his legacy to be?
To pass down this bitter history to the youth so that what happened to us Cubans never happens again.
In Tampa, I'm in-depth reporter Anthony Hill, ABC Action News.